is going on, everybody? Happy Friday. BobbyFi doing my 5 at 5. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out our Discord channel. Been a really good period of time for our True DFS team. A little bit of a bad week, and we're trying to turn it around tonight. So we're going to get to my 5 plays in just a minute. Also making a lot of site upgrades, so I wanted to let you guys know about a couple things. Don't forget to search the Around the Industry feature if you want to see what anyone else in the industry is saying about any player. If you search for any player's name, it'll take you to exactly the clip you want for whichever analyst you want or whatever. Doesn't just include our stuff. So wanted to get that out of the way. With that said, let's get to the plays of the day. So I'm going to share my screen here. We're going to have this stuff all made a lot prettier real soon. It's just this is what we got for right now. So please bear with us. So basically, these are my top plays right now, and I know that some of them are fairly chalky, but I'll talk about some pivots as I go through them. I love the Trae Young versus DeJounte back and forth. I think it's a really good spot to try to attack. I think this is a spot we've seen point guards just absolutely torch both these teams, and they should torch each other. And I really like the game pace, the flow. So I have Trae Young and DeJounte on DraftKings. I also love DeJounte on Fanduel, but there's just a lot of really good plays at point guard and shooting guard on Fanduel. So it's a little bit different over there, but I think that you could easily say both these guys on both sites. Also love LaMelo Ball on both sites, as you guys can see here. He gets a great matchup against Detroit. They're on the road, so hopefully Detroit can keep it close enough. I think that as a run back, Jeremy Grant makes a lot of sense on Fanduel. I think you could even use him on DraftKings if Cade's out. But either way, Jeremy Grant at 5,200 on Fanduel is an easy run back. And then your other guys you can use in that game. I mean, I think you could really say all of Charlotte, but I really like Bridges is going to be a little lower owned. I like Terry Rozier quite a bit. I thought about including him in my top 5 on Fanduel. I think you want to get some exposure to Washington if you're playing more than 20 lineups. I think that you want to get some exposure to Kelly Oubre on DraftKings especially. So those are the other guys you can use from that game that I think are really valuable. If Cade does play, I think he's a great run back on Fanduel, not so much on DraftKings at his price. I like the Jokic with one of Smart, Tatum, or Brown. I have Smart, Tatum, or Brown on my top 5. With Schroeder out, assuming that as of right now, we are not going to have Derek White in the lineup for Boston, I think that you're going to see more usage for these guys, and I think this is a really good spot to try to attack them. I'm having a hard time deciding which one's my favorite because they're very different price tiers, different positions, and all that. But I think the way that I would do it is on DraftKings. I think Smart's the easiest one to get in. I think Brown would be my second favorite, but Tatum is right there. Tatum is also cheap on Fanduel, and so is I think Smart's a little less in play on Fanduel because of how good point guard and shooting guard is. But I think Brown and Tatum are very strong plays at their small forward and power forward spots, respectively. Bones Highland is a value saver. I'm thinking we'll probably get better value or more value to come out throughout the night. And I think this is a play you want to make if he's starting. If not, he'll be a good tournament play because he'll be a little lower owned. But I do like Bones Highland here. He's been really good in the minutes that he's gotten. So I like him on DraftKings, less necessary on FanDuel. A couple interesting other guys, DeAndre Hunter, Kevin Huerter, are two guys whose prices stand out a little bit and get more exposure to that San Antonio game. Another one who stands out on FanDuel, I'm just taking a look at my list over here. On DraftKings is John Collins. I think you could play him on both sides as another way to get exposure to that great game environment. And that's mostly what I'm going to be looking at today. I love Jokic and Embiid. I have more Jokic than I do Embiid on FanDuel. And I do have Jokic forced in on DraftKings to run back with my Boston guys. And I think it's a really smart way to go. And you can maybe use Bones Highland in a separate lineup than Jokic in that, or you could use him as part of a game stack. I don't mind it either way, but I think it's a really smart way to go. And again, as I mentioned, Smart, Tatum, and Brown all in play on FanDuel, but I do think Tatum and Brown are more the ones you want to try to go after over there. Devin Vassell is another name that will come up, and I think he's going to be really popular. I think he's a good value saver, but I think you can also make the same argument for Lonnie Walker, potentially gets hot and takes the run from him. I'm hoping more value opens up, but I did want to include a little bit of value because I'm talking about a lot of expensive plays, and you're going to want to get it. Other guys like Kelly Olynyk are popping up for some value. Other guys that are sort of mid tier, Isaiah Stewart. I like this matchup against Charlotte quite a bit for him. Another one that is, not necessarily value. I already mentioned Huerter and Hunter, but I think Bogdanovich is a long shot play in that game. I really like that game environment. I think we want to attack it. I'll be live at 6 Eastern. Join me then on our True DFS channel, and we will figure out exactly what's going to happen with this slate. Because as we know, between the hours of this morning when I'm filming this and the time that it actually goes live, there is going to be a lot of information that comes in, especially right after the trade deadline. So Good luck to everyone out there tonight. Let's crush it. Let's finish the week strong. It's been kind of a slow week for us DFS wise, but a lot of good bets. Check out the bets in True DFS if you're a member. I've been absolutely crushing this week. 85% for the week, roughly 80% for the month, and about 74% I think overall for the season. Maybe it's somewhere between 74 and 77. I have to update my bet tracking software. But good luck to everyone out there, and let's make some money, y'all. Good luck, everybody.